I used to think great photos were about perfect light, perfect gear, perfect timing. But then one day, standing in front of a view that should have been breathtaking, my photo felt empty. That's when I realized great landscape photos aren't about what you see, they're about what you feel. Hey, I'm Moshe Levis, a landscape photographer just like you. Today, I want to talk about something that took me years to understand. Why some landscape photos pull you in and make you feel something, while others just look nice. And I'll be honest, for a long time, I was on the wrong side of that equation. When I started out, I was obsessed with gear and conditions. I'd wake up at 4 a.m., check 10 weather apps, drive hours to the perfect location, and when the sky exploded with color, I'd take hundreds of shots. But when I got home, something always felt off. The colors were there, the composition was fine, the exposure was perfect, yet the image had no heartbeat. Imagine cooking a dish with every expensive ingredient, but forgetting the salt. That's what my photos were. Technically correct, emotionally flat. The problem wasn't my camera, it was my mindset. I was chasing beauty, not meaning. Every shot was a postcard, not a story. For example, I'd photograph a mountain because it was beautiful, not because it said something. And the truth is, beauty fades fast when there's no story underneath. That's why two photographers can stand in the same spot and one photo feels alive while the other just doesn't. One of them was documenting scenery, the other was translating emotion. Then one day, I was hiking alone after a storm. The sky was a mess, heavy clouds, scattered light, everything looked chaotic. I almost didn't take the camera out. But as I watched the clouds break, a single beam of light hit a tree that had been struck by lightning, half burned, half alive. Something about it hit me. I realized this was the story. Not the mountain, not the sky, but this small, stubborn tree holding on. And for the first time, I composed around feeling instead of beauty. I gave space to the subject. I used negative space to emphasize loneliness. I exposed for the shadows, not the light. When I looked at the photo later, it wasn't just dramatic. It was honest. That photo changed everything for me. It taught me that great landscape photography isn't about what's in front of you. It's about what's inside you. Think of it like music. Two people can play the same notes, but one of them makes you cry, not because they played it perfectly, but because they meant it. Photography is the same. Great photos come from intention, not coincidence. From noticing what everyone else overlooks. From understanding that composition isn't about lining things up. It's about guiding emotion. For example, leading lines don't just direct the eye, they create tension. Balance doesn't just look nice, it creates peace. Once I started composing with emotion instead of logic, my images finally started talking back. So how do you make your landscape photos great? Here's what I do now. Step 1. Before I take the shot, I ask, what do I want someone to feel? Step 2. I find the element that best expresses that emotion. Maybe it's light breaking through fog, or a tiny figure against a massive sky. Step 3. I compose everything else around that feeling. Think of it as writing a sentence where the emotion is the main verb. Everything else supports it. When you shoot this way, your photos stop being just landscapes. They become stories. That burned tree photo, it never won an award, but it changed how I see. And every time I look at it, I'm reminded that the best photos aren't just beautiful, they're truthful. They're the moments when you and the landscape stop being separate. You're not taking a picture anymore, you're having a conversation. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you're out there, don't chase the perfect shot, chase the feeling. Because the moment you do, you'll finally understand what makes great landscape photos great.